Hey, how you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Melissa.
Melissa, where are you from?
Moose Lake.
Population?
Like 1,000. It's very small.
1,000. All right. How many gas stations?
2.
How many bars?
Like 8.
Uh-huh. How many churches?
4.
So the bars outnumber the churches.
Yes.
Moose Lake, I'd like to send you a little letter. You got yourself a problem.
Mm-hmm.
More bars than churches. That's a problem.
Yes.
All right. Well, how way up north, Moose Lake?
Yes.
With a name like Moose Lake, it has to be up north.
Yep.
Like stone's throw from Canada?
It's about 30 miles south of Duluth, maybe.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Barnesville. What's Barnesville? Is it near Barnesville?
No, my son played hockey up there once or twice.
Ah. Okay, so 1,000 people in Moose Lake. And what was your addiction? What was the thing that you were into?
Cocaine and sex.
Cocaine and sex. Okay, cocaine first. Let's deal with that first. Cocaine, there must be drugs must be so prevalent in our country that you can get them in Moose Lake.
Yeah. And also, like, I came to the cities a lot.
Oh, okay.
Minneapolis area with friends, and so I spent a lot of time up here.
Oh, okay.
But small towns, there's lack of things to do, so you can get pretty much everything you want because there's no entertainment.
Yeah. We that's fascinating to me, and we've also heard many times that there's maybe even more drug use in small towns because they don't have things to do, and they go to that instead of anything wholesome. Now, but though thinking about drugs being available in a town like Moose Lake. Drugs must be literally everywhere in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere. Huh. All right. Now, you've said something that I don't know that we've ever heard before. You had another addiction to sex.
Yes.
Now, first of all, dude, I didn't know that was something that Minnesota Teen Challenge even dealt with.
Yeah, any life-controlling problem.
That's it? So it doesn't matter?
No.
Okay, fine. So it's sex. How old are you?
17.
17. Sex, you started your addiction to sex at what age?
When I was 11 years old, I was raped, and after that...
Honey, that's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, is that the age of 11?
Yes.
Please don't tell me it was a family member.
No.
Stranger?
Yes. I was at Bible camp.
Okay. So once again, for the sake of Mom and Dad.
Yes.
Boy, I hate to think this, but... you were raped at the age of 11 at a Bible camp?
Yes.
What did how was this allowed? Don't mention the name of the place, but how was something like that overlooked or not seen?
How
could something like that happen?
It was hard to be dealt with because, we couldn't find who the person was. It was possible that they weren't even actually, at the camp, but were from the area.
Okay.
And just were there. It was just a really hard situation. And they couldn't really do anything because we couldn't find. Okay, but how, wherever this person came from, how were they allowed to get private access to you to do something like that? The shower systems, they're individual showers that are outside of the bathroom building.
Uh-huh.
And I would always skip breakfast to take a shower so that I had hot water.
Right.
So I was by myself,
Right.
And not all the locks work as well as they should. So I was just
So it was just a horrible tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that started something.
Yes, it did.
What?
I think I just kind of spun out on self-hatred and feeling like I needed to be punished, like it was my fault. And I just did everything I possibly could to degrade myself after that because I just felt like I was a horrible person. I needed to be punished, and nobody punished me.
And by reliving it, what did you experience?
A lot of hate and a lot of anger. But I never really knew how to deal with it. Nobody ever told me that it was okay to cry or that it was okay to be hurt, and so I just kept it all inside and never talked about it.
Did your parents know that this happened to you?
They did, but they weren't really sure how to address it because I was so hurt that I didn't have words to say to tell them anything.
All right, sit tight. All right, we're doing the commercial deal. Besides, we all need to kind of catch our breath anyway. Okay, Melissa, being very brave to share this with us so that we can hopefully learn something. And you can pray for Melissa because you can't even imagine something like that. Back with Minnesota Teen Challenge, Talk the Walk, AM 980 KKMS, more Spirited Talk Radio. So at the age of 11, Melissa has a horrible experience. She got raped at a camp. And this will sound very, very strange, but she continued doing things like that because, in an odd kind of way, not right, Melissa, but it was almost like therapy. It was almost like it was what you thought you had to do to get through the day.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk the Walk on AM 980 KKMS, more spirited talk radio. The gang from Minnesota Teen Challenge in, and you're kind of shocked to hear about Melissa's story. She's 17 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, from Moose Lake, the age of 11, that horrible thing happens to you, and you would call it an addiction to having sex.
Yes.
Uh-huh. If you had to describe the number one reason that you would have those encounters, what was the reason for it?
I think I hated myself that much that I thought that if I did that, maybe somebody else could possibly love me and show me how to love myself.
That's just horrible. Now, have you figured that out yet?
No, we're working on that.
You're working on that. Yeah, that's a little bit complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've been dealing with that for about 6 years, it's probably a little bit hard to get that unraveled.
Yes.
Yeah. And these people with whom you'd have these, was it about pleasure?
Not at all for me.
Did you enjoy it?
No, but I needed it. Like, I couldn't go through a day without doing it.
Because you felt so awful about yourself and what happened to you. And you probably felt, would dirty be a right word?
Yeah.
Is that a big word?
Yeah.
What would be another word?
I don't know. I just always remember feeling really dirty, like I was a horrible person, just like I don't know. Like I was just a terrible person that could never ever be set right or could never be loved by anybody.
I'm really sorry. I'm just really sorry. That's just, that should never happen to anybody. It should never happen to an 11-year-old girl. And I'm just really sorry. That just should not happen. That just should never have happened to you. And I'm really sorry. That's all I can say.
Thanks.
I don't know, I know I'm a complete stranger, and I know that probably doesn't mean anything, but that's just not the way that it's supposed to be. You know that? Hour 2 next on KKMS.